Have you ever wanted to create your own website? Maybe so you can start blogging, or have it serve as a personal portfolio? Well, you've come to the right place, because a few weeks ago I went on a quest to acquire the almighty personal website. So in this video, I'm gonna share that journey, and hopefully also make you successful in acquiring your own personal website. So let's go. Now, I could have just gone onto WordPress or Squarespace and chosen one of their plans, but I can't afford to spend that kind of money, so we're going to go the free route. But before we start making our website, we first need to understand the basics of how websites are structured. In case you didn't know, websites are coded in HTML and CSS. HTML basically defines the structure of the website. For example, here you can see me highlighting the different containers of the elements on this YouTube page, while CSS defines the style of it. For example, here I'm changing the font size of the description. You can see a website's HTML and CSS code just like I did here by right-clicking and pressing inspect. Now, websites can be classified in two different types: dynamic and static. The difference between these two lies in the content that they display. In dynamic websites, the content is different depending on the user, while static websites are, on the other hand, the same for each user. This is perfect for our personal website, as we just want to show the same information for everyone, which greatly simplifies things for us. Now that we know what type of website we want to make, we can use a website architecture called the Jamstack, which is an abbreviation of JavaScript, API, Markdown. Now, I won't be going into big details about the Jamstack, but all you basically got to know is that the website gets pre-rendered at build time. This pre-render can then directly be uploaded to a web host. This basically means that we don't have to go through the traditional steps when requesting for a website. Now, to be able to pre-render a website, we can take advantage of the many pre-existing static site generators. With their help, we can create a fully functional website in no time. I used Hugo as my static site generator, but you can use any of these. Now, luckily for us, there's a bunch of pre-existing themes we can choose from. I just chose one that didn't have too many features, as I could easily modify it to my own likings afterwards. Now, when you have chosen your theme and installed it, you're basically already done. These static site generators use Markdown files for their content, so all you gotta do is write your content in a Markdown file, and you won't have to worry about any HTML. Now, I changed the theme around a bit for my website. If you want to do the same, you got to know some HTML and CSS. Now, I wouldn't recommend binge watching an 11-hour full HTML and CSS course. Instead, I would recommend just messing around with the code and see what happens, and watch some short tutorials on specific things that you want to accomplish. When I structured my learning in this way, I was able to learn and apply the things I wanted to do way faster, and it was also way more fun. Now, you're satisfied with your beautiful website, and you're ready for the world to see it. In order to do this, you will need some kind of server to host the website files. Now, there are several free web hosting services out there like Netlify or GitHub Pages. For my website, I used Netlify, which worked great. All I had to do was make a GitHub repository and link it to my Netlify account. It would then automatically save the changes when I updated anything on the repository. Now, when you've deployed your website, you might notice that the domain name of your website ends with netlify.app. If you want to change this and have a custom domain name, like for example something that ends with .com instead, there's no other choice than to buy the domain name yourself. Luckily, buying domain names isn't that expensive. I got mine grateful.com for about $7 a year. When you've got your domain name, you just need to point the domain name to Netlify servers and it should be working fine. And that's pretty much it. That's how I got my own website running for free. You can of course check it out yourself at grateful.com. I have already wrote my first blog post if you're interested in reading it. I will probably extend on this website as the time goes on, but it is a good start for now. If you end up making a website because of this video, I'd love to see it, so let me know in the comments. Anyway, that's all I had for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.